There is a star that, although not particularly bright, so much so that it is often not visible to the naked eye, has gained notable fame in the world of astronomy. The magnificent Eta Carinae, enshrouded in the mesmerizing Homunculus Nebula. Despite its modest appearance, Eta Carinae is actually the most massive star and one of the most powerful light emitters within a radius of 10,000 light-years. People often wonder what might happen when, in a future that may not be so distant, this star explodes as a supernova. But is it really destined to explode in such a catastrophic event? And if it happens, would it truly be so dangerous for Earth, to the point of causing a mass extinction? Join us on this journey to Eta Carinae, to uncover the mysteries and wonders of one of the most enigmatic stars in the universe. Eta Carinae is located in the southern constellation of Carinae, one of the most fascinating regions of the southern sky. We have already encountered this constellation in the episode dedicated to Canopus, the brightest star in Carinae and the second brightest star in the entire sky. Carinae is one of three portions into which, in the 18th century, the ancient constellation of Argo Navis was divided, along with Vela and Puppis. Eta Carinae can only be observed with the naked eye from the southern hemisphere, being located at about 60 degrees south latitude. Today, Canopus shines with a magnitude of around 0.7, while Eta Carinae hovers around a magnitude of 4, making it decidedly less bright. Remember that the magnitude scale is inverse. A lower value indicates greater brightness. However, it hasn't always been this way. For a brief period in history, Eta Carinae was one of the brightest stars in the entire sky. Eta Carinae does not have a proper name, and this is surprising, considering that in the past it was exceptionally bright. The first mention of this star dates back to the 17th century when it was described by Danish navigator Peter Kaiser during his voyages to the southern hemisphere. Later, Johann Bayer included Eta Carinae in his famous star atlas, Uranometria, assigning it the seventh letter of the Greek alphabet, Eta, to indicate its position as the seventh brightest star in the constellation of Carinae. In the following centuries, Eta Carinae's brightness showed dramatic fluctuations. In the mid-18th century, French stellar cartographer Nicolas Louis de Lacaille recorded it as a second magnitude star, equivalent to the brightness of the pole star. Later, in the 19th century, John Herschel, son of the famous astronomer William Herschel, observed an extraordinary phenomenon. Eta Carinae further increased its brightness, becoming even brighter than Rigel, Orion's foot, which has a magnitude close to 0. This extraordinary event is known as the Great Eruption of Eta Carinae, which lasted about 18 years. Since then, the star's brightness has continued to oscillate, alternating periods of intense brilliance with phases of near-total obscuration. By the end of the 19th century, Eta Carinae became invisible to the naked eye but returned to visibility in the 1970s, regaining the magnitude of about 4 with which it had been known in previous centuries. Since 2005, we know for certain that Eta Carinae is not a single star but a binary system, consisting of two stars orbiting around a common center of mass, bound by their gravitational force. The primary star, Eta Carinae A, is so bright that its companion, Eta Carinae B, is almost invisible, lost in its glare. According to astrophysical models, the primary star has a mass between 100 and 120 times that of the Sun, while the secondary star is estimated to have a mass between 30 and 60 times the Sun's mass. The proximity of this stellar system to Earth, about 7,500 light-years, makes it a unique cosmic laboratory for studying extremely massive stars. The primary star is incredibly luminous, with a brightness about 4 million times that of the Sun. However, direct observation of Eta Carinae is difficult due to the presence of the Homunculus Nebula, a cloud of gas and dust surrounding it. This nebula, ejected during the Great Eruption of 1840, expands at an impressive speed of 650 km per second and consists of material equivalent to about 45 times the mass of the Sun. Eta Carinae is classified as a luminous blue variable, LBV, a rare type of blue supergiant characterized by dramatic variations in brightness. LBVs go through phases of relative calm, interspersed with powerful eruptions that can significantly increase their luminosity. These events can be so intense that they give the impression the star is exploding like a supernova, earning them the nickname Imposter supernovae. Despite this unpredictable behavior, the ultimate fate of Eta Carinae remains uncertain. It could explode as a supernova, an event that would make it visible from Earth as one of the brightest objects in the sky, or it might collapse directly into a black hole without going through the supernova phase. If it does explode, Eta Carinae could create a superluminous supernova, 10 times brighter than an ordinary supernova. This could occur if the shockwave from the explosion interacts with the material ejected during previous eruptions. If Eta Carinae were to explode as a supernova, it would shine brighter than Venus and might even be visible during the day, reaching a brightness comparable to the full moon for a few days. However, supernovae also emit large amounts of energetic radiation, such as gamma rays and X-rays, and one of the main concerns is whether the explosion of Eta Carinae could pose a danger to Earth. Although the future of Eta Carinae is shrouded in mystery, one thing is certain: this star still has much to reveal. Its eruptions, its luminosity variations, and its binary structure make it one of the most fascinating and studied objects in the universe. The lingering question is, when will Eta Carinae explode, and what consequences will it have for Earth and the surrounding cosmos? If you're captivated by these cosmic stories, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our upcoming content. You can also support us with a like, a comment, or a share.